Today is a day for deliveries, which is very exciting, especially given the fact that nothing really happens most days. I've just received one delivery, which is this guy just here. So it has been a morning of DIY. And I do have a delivery coming from Desenio. And I am actually working with Desenio on a portion of this video, which I am so grateful for. Because I mentioned before about the fact that I'm kind of nesting at the moment and wanting to sort out the spare room for before the baby comes, and just in general do all the things in this flat that I wanted to do before I have absolutely no time at all come September. And I know that the things that I've ordered from Desenio, I feel like everything's just going to start coming together, so I'm really excited to get them. But let me just show you this guy that's arrived. I wanted to get something to go behind the door. I knew I wanted to maybe put a picture or a mirror there and have one of these little side tables, but it's quite a narrow space. But I was on Etsy and I found this seller doing exactly the kind of thing I wanted. And it was only £40, which I think is so reasonable. And the quality, I'm over the moon with it. It's exactly how I imagined it would be. This wood in particular is beautiful. I've just put some things on it as kind of placeholders as to how I will style it. This mirror won't stay because I do want to get either a big round mirror or maybe two sort of decorative mirrors to go here. This actually belongs in the bathroom, but this ceramic vase is from that Scandi Life, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous homeware shop. I'll link it down below. I don't think they're shipping at the moment, but I love everything that they have. Amy that owns it is wonderful. But it's just exactly what I wanted. It came with the screws already in place and I just had to screw in the hairpin legs, and it's just leaning up against the wall for now, but it does come with this, so you can screw it into the wall, so it's definitely secure. So I think the seller's called Apple Crates UK and they're based in Dorset, but I highly recommend it. I'm so pleased. It's perfect. Just gonna have a bit of a slow one today and see how we go. Okay, so I have put all of my prints into their frames. So I'm just going to show you what I got. I've got quite an elaborate setup here because I'm also sorting an Instagram pic for this collaboration with Desenio. But I don't know if I'm going to use this setup. But anyway, I thought as everything's out, I may as well take this opportunity to show you the frames and the pictures that I chose. Okay, so we have quite a selection, as you can see. There's just my pampas grass in the corner there. So I decided to go for quite a neutral colour scheme, as you can see, both for our bedroom, the spare bedroom, and I love these two that I bought specifically for the baby because I want to put a couple of shelves in the spare room next to where the cot will be, and I just envision these being on the shelves, just propped up, and then maybe like a little night light and a little teddy bear or something. But I really love the style of these baby pictures because they're just really soft, calming illustrations. This one as well for our bedroom. I love this print, just how gentle it is. I think it goes really well with this one. And that's what I love about Desenio. It's got a huge range, so there's something for everyone, but it's very kind of Scandi, minimalist inspired. Obviously, as you can pick the frames that you want. I went for white, and then these light wood ones as well, like a mix and match. I might change them around, but ultimately I'm really happy with my picks. This is probably the most colourful one I went for, which is an oil painting. I just thought I loved the texture of it, and it's a splash of colour, but again, still quite neutral, so whichever room I put it in, I feel like it will go with everything else. They also have a gallery wall feature, which is kind of how I picked a couple of these. It's how I picked all of them because I was looking through their gallery walls and they've all got different colour schemes. And I found that really useful because when there's so many things to pick from, I think you go in thinking this is what I'm looking for, this is the colour scheme, and then I find it so easy to get thrown off when there's loads of choice. And also just for inspiration, if you've just moved somewhere and you're not really sure what to do picture wise, but you know you want something. I do have a discount code for you guys, of course, which I will put just here, and it is valid until the 19th of May, till midnight on the 19th of May, and you get 30% off Desenio prints. However, that excludes frames hand-picked and the personalised prints, but everything else on site you get 30% off with that discount, and as I say, it's valid from now until midnight on the 19th of May. So yeah, happy shopping everyone. Yeah, hopefully that can help you guys out, because I just think we're all stuck at home, it's such a nice thing to be able to do just to spruce up the place a little bit. I definitely feel like I've completely like redecorated now just from buying a few prints. So once again, thank you so much to Senio for collaborating with me on this. So it's about 10 past 6. The afternoon's just kind of run away with me. It's been a few hours since we last spoke. And I was just sorting out, I sold my computer on eBay and someone just came to pick it up, so I was just sorting that out. It was all very socially distanced. I cleaned the computer, put it in a bag, they pulled up outside, and I just handed it to them in the car. Felt a bit gangster actually. But yeah, so I was sorting that out really, because it was all very last minute. I've had it listed on eBay, due to finish the auction on Saturday morning. I had someone message me yesterday wanting to buy it straight away, and then we had a bit of a back and forth and I was just waiting for them to pay because they said they wanted it, and then didn't hear from them. And then, yeah, just randomly someone messaged me this morning, was like, can I get it and pick it up today? And I was like, yeah, sure. So that's a turn up for the books, which is great. And I just thought I should report back on this before I drink the whole thing. I left you on a bit of a cliffhanger in my last vlog because I bought this non-alcoholic wine. Let's put you down actually while I pour it. Some of you are asking how it was. For those of you that need to be caught up and didn't watch last week's vlog, this is a non-alcoholic white wine. It's called Vase Zero. I got it in Waitrose, and it's a Riesling. I've been told that's how you pronounce it, Riesling. And I mentioned before, I mean, I'm no wine connoisseur, I'll be honest, but I think of a Riesling as like a sweet wine, but this is classed as dry, and it is actually quite dry. It definitely tastes like wine, but you don't get the headache and you don't feel squiffy after like one glass, which is generally what happens to me. They also had a Chardonnay, and that was in the medium sweet category. So I don't know if the fact that it's non-alcoholic makes it the opposite taste, because I think of a Chardonnay as a dry wine. But anyway, maybe I've got that completely wrong. But it is 10 past 6. It is Tuesday. By and large, I feel like I've had a good day today. I felt quite positive for most of it. I feel accomplished because I've had my deliveries, and I'm really happy with the picture frames. I've sold my computer, which is great. But like most days, that positivity doesn't last all day. So the last couple of hours I've just felt a bit like, ugh, again. So it's time for the wine. Even though, I mean, I could drink this for breakfast, let's be honest, isn't it? Because it's non-alcoholic. But I still want to maintain some kind of civilization. But yeah, I think it's time for wine, which is what we're going to have. And then I'm going to make some dinner. I think we're just going to have pasta, because that's really all I can muster the energy to make these days. Haynes is just having a shower, sorting himself out, because we've just been... Why is that so light there? Let's reverse, because that's very white the closer I go to that window. Yeah, we've just kind of been a bit trolly all day, to be honest. Cheers. Good morning, good morning. I have woken up feeling great this morning, and I'm not entirely sure why. I guess it's Wednesday. I don't know. I just feel a bit more positive than... Actually, I generally wake up feeling... I've said this before. I generally wake up feeling fine, and then as the day goes on, we go into a bit of a hole. But I just feel really good this morning. Got the same jumper on as I had yesterday when I last saw you, so this really could just be a run-on clip, but it is the next day. It's about 9 o'clock. I just ran over to... It's probably 9:15 actually now. Oh, 9:20. Just ran over to Sainsbury's because we had no porridge oats. What a nightmare. I just really woke up feeling like I wanted porridge, so I went to get those, and also picked up some other bits that we needed. I got another packet of pants. I said to you guys that I had gone up a size in pants and was wearing a different style of pants to accommodate the old bump, because I prefer pants that go over the bump rather than underneath. I just find it more comfortable, and these are the ones that I think are really good. I went another size up to a 14, and they're just the high leg ones Yeah, just from 2 at Sainsbury's. £5 for 5 pairs of pants. I've washed them a few times. The ones that I bought previously seem fine, and yeah, I think these are the ones for me. I would still like to source a very high-waisted thong. I feel like, should I be talking about underwear in the kitchen? Urban Outfitters do some great ones. They also do great high-waisted pants if you want, like, I don't know, something cooler than Sainsbury's. I think the brand is Out From Under, and the thongs I've got are still my normal size, but they're like a, not like a felt fabric. I can't really describe the fabric, but they come up quite high and they're really comfortable to wear. So I might just order a few more of those, because Urban Outfitters tend to do like 3 for £12 or maybe 3 for £15 or something like that. So I might order some of them, because they do thongs in Sainsbury's, but I don't know if they'll be particularly high-waisted. But then if I get a bigger size, maybe they would be. Anyway, that's my new pants. Also got some pastries, because our pastry place isn't open on Wednesdays. The cafe I mentioned downstairs, it's only open, I think, Monday, Tuesday. I think it's only closed on Wednesdays and possibly Sundays. I also needed more bread, that's the reason I went there. I've started to get this one a lot, which is the soya and linseed one. I just really like it. It's less crumbly than a granary. Thought I'd perk up the day and just get a little bunch of white tulips. So we shall put those in a vase. We're actually okay for like meat and stuff, but we did need those like root vegetables, I guess you'd class them as, wouldn't you? To pick up a package that was delivered yesterday, and I know right, how do I open this? Right, and I know exactly what this package is because I ordered it about a week ago, and it's from this brand called Grace and Green. They are a brand of feminine hygiene products. I don't need period specific products at the moment, but one thing you do need as a pregnant person is panty liners. I don't know, I'd never really thought about being particularly sustainable with period products, just because when you have one that works for you, it's difficult to change. So previous to this and before seeing this brand, it just hadn't really crossed my mind, and something like the Moon Cup is just of no interest to me. I just couldn't. I saw this on someone's Instagram and I can't remember who it was, and I think it was a home account I was following, and I looked at the Instagram account that she tagged because I really liked the branding and the imagery, and then realised it was like a feminine hygiene brand. And so this is their box. You get 24 liners in here, so you can buy them one off or you can subscribe. And so I bought a box one off, and I think this was about £4. And then you can subscribe and get however many you need every month. But say you subscribed and got one box a month, that would be £4 something or £5 something, I think. But I thought I would just buy one box and see how we got on. But if these go well, I do plan to subscribe. Receive biodegradable period products delivered to your door at a frequency that works for you. Make a one-off order or choose a bespoke subscription box on a monthly or quarterly basis. Your period products will be delivered discreetly to your door in sustainable recycled packaging. And they're made with certified organic cotton, soft, breathable, discreet. We work in partnership with not-for-profits that support women where having a period is much tougher than it should be. Join the circle and help us improve dignity and hygiene where it's needed most. So they're just a really sustainable and conscious brand. And I feel like, I don't know, as soon as I saw them, I just felt compelled to order something from them because I just wanted to support them because of their lovely branding. And I think, not to talk about periods too much, but they are quite an unsustainable thing, and that's no one's fault. But the more brands that come out like this, I'm very into. So yeah, I just thought I would give them a little shout out. They obviously do pads and tampons, so I just really like the brand and thought I'd quite like to support them. So yeah, I'll leave all their info down below. Good morning. It's now Saturday. I haven't vlogged for a couple of days. Just got some porridge on the go. And I woke up feeling really tired. The last few days, I've woken up feeling really like I could sleep for hours. But it's just a bit sluggish. Oh! That's about it. I can't really form sentences at the moment, but I just thought I'd say good morning because I am going to do a bit more vlogging today and then possibly wrap this up to get this up for you tomorrow. My H&M order came through. I mentioned that Mother Dearest had treated me to a couple of things because she's just wonderful like that. And they arrived yesterday, or maybe the day before. So I've got a new dress to show you and a new shirt as well, which I'm very happy about. I love them both. Just gonna eat my breakfast. Get myself together. Okay, we've spruced ourselves up slightly more for you, so we're a bit more ready for the day. Oh god, my curls looking a bit sort of far of 40. Right, so I just wanted to show you what came from H&M. One of the things is this shirt that I have just put on, and I love it. I love the colour. It's just an oversized linen number, really easy. So here we go. You can see it's quite long. It doesn't really go with these trousers, but the reason I've got it on with these trousers is because when I put it on with my H&M ribbed comfy ones that I've been wearing pretty much every day at the moment, this fabric clings to it and it's a bit annoying and it's not very comfortable. So I've just put it on with some actual trousers that, as you can see, definitely don't fit anymore. These are the kind of trousers I would wear this with. I'd like to get possibly some white ones or even just black ones really. But they're like a chino fabric and it just allows this shirt to hang really nicely. It doesn't cling to them at all. Because you can see it is quite a long... Some people may wear it like as a shirt dress and you could wear shorts underneath it, like linen shorts or cycle shorts or a skirt or something, and it would look great. Because it is longer and goes out, if it clings to anything that you're wearing at the bottom, it just doesn't look particularly great. It needs to flow and it needs to hang. But I do love the colour. I can't remember the price, but it was, I'm pretty sure, under £20, definitely under £25, and it's a linen blend. I just really love the kind of sage green shade of it, and I think it's great to wear just as a normal shirt, and also really good as like a beach cover-up or something to wear over something. You could wear it open and it just works really well as like just another layer to have for spring, summer. I feel like you can never have too many linen shirts, to be honest. I really like how this looks, kind of like a paintery sort of shirt outfit. And as I say, with trousers like this, that would be great. But whether, I don't know, because ASOS do some maternity cigarette trousers. But do I want to commit to maternity trousers? This is what I wanted to try to avoid. So if anyone knows anywhere that does trousers that fit like this, like normal trouser chino style, but with an elasticated waist, that's all I desire in my life, but I don't think I can find them anywhere. But yeah, so that's the shirt, love it. And the other thing we have is this dress, which I just absolutely love. It's exactly how I wanted it to be. I would have liked to have got a size small. I actually got this in a medium, and I thought it might be slightly too big, especially considering that I would want this for after le bébé. But obviously you can see the bumps there. It accommodates me really well. And the other thing is, for me, I just think the sleeves are a bit too puffy. There's a little bit too much fabric there. So I would like to possibly get those tailored or something, just to take them in slightly. I think it's because for me that's an awkward length. I wish the sleeves were a bit longer. But it's fine because it was about £17 and it's cotton and really breathable and just very comfy. So for what I wanted, it's absolutely perfect, and I can kind of live with the sleeves. And actually the other day my mum suggested, whilst I was on the phone to her, for me to roll them up. And actually I don't mind how it looks rolled up because it kind of drags the shoulder down a little bit and then doesn't look so poofy. Maybe I should do the other one. There we go. So there's both sleeves rolled up. I'd love to be able to pull off those big puffy sleeves, but I just don't feel like I can. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's a bit too flouncy and a bit too... Oh, someone's knocking on my door. Sorry, a DPD man just knocked on my door and dropped this off from Murad. So we'll look at that in a second. So what was I saying? when I roll up the sleeves, I feel better. I feel like it fits better. And yeah, you can see I probably could have done with a small, but I, as you are probably aware, don't mind my things being massively oversized. And I just feel really happy that these style of dresses are very easy to get, because being pregnant, I mean, it's just a dream. I feel like, I think this will probably, look, when I go to the side, I feel huge. I feel like this will see me through kind of all the way, to be honest, because we've still got lots of room in there. Really, really happy with this dress. I think it's sold out now, which is annoying, but H&M do have a lot of these kind of tiered styles. So I will see what I can link for you below. Okay, so I've wrestled to get this Murad package open, and this is what we have inside. The Environmental Shield Vita C Eyes Dark Circle Corrector. Yes, please. And the Vita C Glycolic Brightening Serum. Oh, yes, please. I've mentioned before that pigmentation is a concern of mine, and I think pregnancy makes it worse. Also, I feel like I mention pregnancy a lot, and I know that I am pregnant, but I really don't want to become... Oh, I really hope it's not in a way that's like annoying pregnant people, that they just equate everything to being pregnant. It does have a bit of an effect on things these days. But anyway, I'm probably just being too sensitive. So, turn on brighter skin with gold stabilized vitamin C. Murad products I think are amazing, especially if you have specific concerns. Similar to Dr. Dennis Gross, basically any doctor brand with skincare, if you've got specific concerns to address, you can't really go wrong. So, I love this packaging too, it's very high tech. I'm also back in my beige jumper, which I seem to have been in for nearly all of this vlog. But what can I tell you, it's my favourite jumper, I really love it. I think you might be a bit wonky, but I just can't seem to get angles right. Anyway, I did also just want to speak to you about one thing, which is today's non-alcoholic wine recommendation. I wanted to do this sooner, preferably before I drank the whole bottle, but that didn't happen. But I thought I would just also mention this too, as we were talking about non-alcoholic wine options. And I put this on my Instagram stories yesterday, and a few of you messaged me saying that you had bought the white wine that I bought like in last week's vlog, and were over the moon that you'd found some non-alcoholic wine options because you are also pregnant. And I saw this when I was in Waitrose this week, and it was a rosé, and it's called Naturio de-alcoholized, tough word to say, Cabernet Sauvignon. I tried that last night, and as I say, quite promptly drank the whole thing. Again, they said it was medium sweet, and I would say it's on the drier side of medium. When you first drink it, to me it was a bit like, but then I added some ice in and let it, I don't know, I guess oxygenate for a while. Does that affect wine after you've poured it out the glass? Should you leave it? Because I do feel like, especially with drier wines, don't drink it straight away. I'm really turning into a wine connoisseur, aren't I? Yeah, don't drink it straight away. I feel like if you pour it out in the glass and leave it for a bit, it sort of takes the edge off of it, and then it's a bit easier to drink. And I just can't get over how similar this tastes to wine, because you'd think, oh, I could just drink this for breakfast. You couldn't, because it would be like drinking actual wine for breakfast. And you can't just down, I mean, obviously I drank the whole bottle, but you can't just down it like Schlur. You nurse it like you would a glass of wine, because it's got that dryness to it. So, I don't know, I'm just really impressed, and I just think it's such a good option to have. Even after having a baby, I just feel like I might choose this if we're having friends over, or I don't want to drink particularly, and I know that I don't want to get drunk, but I know that I can drink something that's not overly sweet and feels like an adult drink, and not have to worry about getting too drunk and turning into a knob and then being hungover the next day. It's just nice to know you have those options. This is today's wine recommendation. I'll link them both down below, but both of them highly recommended from me. And you'll be pleased to know that I have taken it upon myself to drink my way through the non-alcoholic section in Waitrose. So more recommendations will be winging their way to you. But right now, I'm just gonna make a smoothie. Okay, off out for a walk, and I thought I would just show you what I am wearing for today's walk. I have my Uniqlo waffle jumper on, which, as we've established, I've worn every day of this vlog in a size medium just for reference, and you can see it's quite a generous fit. I think they only have them around autumn winter. I don't think they're in stock at the moment, but when they come back in stock, I highly recommend this jumper. I wish I'd got more colours earlier on in the year when I first got this one, because it's such a staple in my wardrobe for everything. This is a really old Zara very lightweight bomber jacket. This fanny pack is from COS. I picked this up in January actually, before we went to Istanbul, because I wore it when we were there, because it's just good to have around the front and it's very handy to have all your things in. My H&M ribbed crop trousers or whatever, and then Tiva sandals, because they're very comfortable for walking in. And someone asked me which ones these were, whether they had the platform or not, and they don't. They're just the normal single-soled Tiva sandals. Someone else also asked whether they're worth the money. I definitely think they are. They're about £50, which for these kind of sandals I know is a stretch. Why would you spend that on sandals? But I promise you, they're the most comfortable things you will ever put on your feet, and you will wear them probably every day throughout spring and summer. And if you go on holiday as well, they're just, I don't know, like if you need to be in sandals and you're walking around a lot, you don't feel so flat to the ground that after a few hours you're like the back of your heel hurts or anything. I often, sometimes if my shoes are too flat, this bit, like the bottom of my foot at the back, can sometimes start hurting. You obviously get support to your knees and everything. Really, I do recommend these sandals. I think they're worth every penny. You guessed it, I didn't end the vlog properly, so I am just coming in now to end the vlog and wish you congratulations if you did get this far. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are all keeping okay, whatever the situation is where you are. Yeah, I would love it if you would join me over on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you are not already. And I will see you next week. Mwah.